Hello everyone. I've been playing with UV resin and mica powders again, working on this beautiful cross. I had to separate the colors, so let me show you how I've done that. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Hello everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. Now, this cross mold is absolutely gorgeous, and of course, when I went madness shopping on Temu, I picked it up. But it's quite large. I'm thinking, well, I can't think right now. Part of my ruler is broken off, but, let's see, 16 minus 3, it's 13 inches long or tall. Let me double check that, because I can't. I got to eyeball it. 12, 13, safe. Closer to 14 inches tall and 9.5 inches wide. It's also holographic. Now, I've never had a holographic mold before, so this will be new to me. But I always have hair. Just saying. Here's another one. Gosh, cleaned. Okay, so I'm putting some gloves on, and I was using JDiction resin, and I'm out. So what I do have here is this Blue Moon Studio resin, UV resin from Michaels. Now, I've opened it and used it a couple of times, but so I'm not gonna let this go to waste. So we'll see how it fares for the rest of this project. Now, I've got my gloves on, and there's a couple of UV resins that really have a strong odor, and when I work with those, I use just a hospital mask. So I might have to put that on today because I don't know how strong that odor will be, and anyway, you should always be protected using any kind of resin. So let's just go for it. I have, well, before I go for it, I have to show you how I'm going to separate these. Gloves aren't going to work just yet. Boy, I'm with it. Okay, so this mold, if you were to pour resin, there's only a few sections that are, separated out, like these petals here, and a little bit of where I have the dark green colors, but the others are open spaces, so the resin would just, roll right into those, and it'll actually go right in and fill the center. So what I discovered, oh gosh, a while ago, is this putty. Now, this is a silicone putty, and it's called, I saved the wrapper for you. I did get it off Amazon. It's called Fusing 900. It's waterproof, removable, very strong, and works in extreme temperatures. And it comes in a roll like that, like a strip. But I've been using this, and it's quite dirty, but I've been using it over and over again. And seems to work out fine. It's rather a hard putty. And what I need to do is I want to make this center, just the center, and I don't want the resin rolling out of it. When I tried to dam a few areas, I missed some places, but you could see where I had dammed here and around the leaves, but I did miss. I missed an area, and I ran out of the green mica I was using. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this, soften it up, and I just need just a piece, and I want to block the resin, and I'm just going to use a mica stick. I want to flatten it a little bit and block it from coming out into the rest of the cross. So I just crammed some in there, pushed it down where I wanted the resin to stop, and then once it's poured and hardened, you just pull that right out. Works really well. Let's see, over here, I didn't need that big of a piece. there's a couple more. Oh, there's several places where I want to dam that up. So I'm going to slip it right into this area here. Push that down. I'll make a bit of a dam. I'm not going to pour deep. So it really doesn't matter how high or low you go, I guess. But like I said, I don't want the yellow rolling out. But I do know the brown that I'm going to use is going to come in up to these areas, but they'll be done already. Oops. So I'm going to finish this with regular 1-to-1 resin. Once I get this last little section of the flower done. So I can just go right there, push it down, another area right here, push it down. I think this is going to be very beautiful. Whoops, went right through that. Take half of that. And what I'm going to use along with the mica to color this yellow, I'm going to also use some beads. Now I just spilt these. This was a little full container of seed beads. Just spilt it all over my, they're all over the floor right now. You know, so I've got to vacuum that up. Be walking on marbles and taking a tumble, but let's just stop that one about right there. I am moving the mold around a little bit, as long as I don't, you know, pop up the suction. But I've discovered just recently that I like coloring with the UV and then topping it off with regular resin. So there we go. I've got my little dams. I'm wondering, should I come closer? I think I should come closer here. See, it just pops right up. Let's just go here. Dam that whole little, well, we don't want that flower petal. I want it about there. So let's just tap that in. I can get rid of this one. And I did wipe off all the areas where the putty was. So it kind of leaves a little smudge, and I hope it doesn't interfere with the holographic. But anyway, just another product that I found that works really well for damming up areas in your molds where you don't want resin to flow into. Okay, now I better roll up my sleeves. You always see plaid, don't you? I have a lot of these plaid shirts. They're so comfortable. Let's pick them up at the secondhand stores for a couple bucks. I wear them till I wear them out. Okay, now let's get, I might move this or I'll be spilling things. Let's make sure you can see that little cup. Get my gloves on. And I wasn't sure what kind of a back color I would want to do, but I do want something dark. So I found a really nice dark brown. Well, it says light brown, but it's a dark brown from the soap shop. And it's got a nice sparkle to it. And I will be mixing that in with the resin. I'm not going to dust it. I'm going to mix it in. And then I have this Beaver Dust yellow that match these beads perfectly. I just want a little texture. We might not see it, but I'm in using up beads mode. I'm glad you like the little ducks and rabbit I made with the pony beads. Okay, I do need my little scoop, and said if this stuff stinks, I'm gonna have my window open, by the way. I haven't used it. We'll see how good it is. Honestly, I've not heard good things about this resin. But when I first started, that's what I purchased. Can I get it out? Okay, let's see. Need about half of that area because I've got the beads. So let's try that amount there. Get my little scoop. My Beaver Dust. These are beautiful colors. I need to, well, I don't need to order more, but they've got a blue in their packets that are, I just love it because it looks like denim. Okay, let's see. Let's just go for it. We'll color this first. That's a little bit of resin, so we don't need a lot of powder. So I'm just going to grab my micro brush and color that up. Ooh, that's got a nice shimmer to it. That is called, well, yellow. I was looking at a sunflower yellow, I think, in a different brand earlier. But that's really pretty. I can't smell anything, but like I said, vapors are not healthy. And when I do this, Annie stays out of my work area. Okay, that looks really good. I'll have some extra. So let's just pour some of these in here. I've been watching beading on Instagram. I'm just really basic at it, but I think that'll do. So, aside from, what is that? It's a hair. But you know, it's not a hair. It's on the, what the heck is that? It's long on there. Well, it could be. Who knows? Okay, where's my little lid? Don't need to spill the rest of those. Let's pull this back. And I've got plenty. Boy, this is very thick resin, it seems. I'm not going to get all the beads in every little nook, but as long as I get it on the bottom. There's another, it's not on the brush. You know, sometimes I think this resin, not this particular resin, but UV resin, tends to make little streamers. Noticed that before. But when I did the other parts, the resin just settled nicely on its own, so you know there wasn't too much left on the sides. This might be a different case. Boy, I don't know. What was I thinking? Did I make enough? Yes, ma'am. Look at that. See? Get that off of there. I don't know. I think it's gone. Now I'm trying to think of what was I doing with the extra UV resin. Ooh, I knew. It just came to me now. I should have been ready for that. Let's get it in there. I don't even know if you'll see the beads. But we'll get them in there. And I'm just going to cook it with my Let's Resin two-sided curing lamp for about 5 minutes. Let me sit down again. I moved that over to the side of my desk while it's cooking. Oh, there's more beads. Anyway, throw them in. So, remember the shakers I did? I'm out of room. Over here. Okay, scoot over, Billie. The little shakers I did. Now, these are empty glitter or mica containers, and I want to fill in the back. I won't need a very thick layer because I have some of these in the other room where I do resin, where I'm going to top it with extra resin from some of my pours. So let's just put a little lumpy yellow on here. I can't remember the number of that video. I didn't do it too long ago, maybe a month or two ago. With the shakers, they turned out great. Thank you so much for the views, too. And sometime today, well, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to be putting my video together for the giveaway. Because thank you so much for liking and subscribing, because I have, after 3 years of just, what do I want to say? I worked hard. It took me 3 years. I must say, it wasn't easy, but I did hit 2,000 subscribers plus. So thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed. And I hope for you watching today, you might consider doing that while you're here, because I have a really nice gift for our giveaway. And I should be getting that video up soon. I am so grateful to all of you. Very grateful. I just needed something to do. And I never watched YouTube. I didn't even think about YouTube. And then for some reason, someone was telling me to check it out. No, I wish I would have done it 20 years ago. But I like the fact that I've just been able to share my passion since I've retired. And I've been retired quite a while, but I was in the music business for, I can't even add, 44, 45 years playing music in local bands. And it's been a year now since I've retired from that. I miss it. Miss my cohorts. I miss my bandmates. I miss the people. But it was time, I think, for me. Mentally and vocally, no. But as far as the old body goes, yeah, it was time to give up that ship. So here we go. I'm just going to move these around. The other is still curing. We'll have a bit of a yellow base for the next shakers. I might let that sit and fall in place a little bit. I want to and try to keep it off of the sides. So that's where we are. The yellow has cured under the lamp. When I see you again, I will be mixing resin, and we will finish this beautiful cross. Okay? Until then, take good care. I'll see you soon. Bye. Well, the yellow is set now, so let's go ahead and get these the silicone rubber out. See what it's done. See if it's leaked under. It may have. If so, we're not going to worry about it. A few little pieces in there. I'm just going to grab it if I can. Just like that. Came right out. A little bit on the sides, I see. If I can't get that off with some alcohol, let's pull this one out. Oop, come on, you. It's pretty soft. It's pretty warm in this room, and it sat at overnight, actually. Let me get rid of that little piece. So we'll just clean that up with a little alcohol, I think, so there's no smudges on the mold. That's simple. It's coming out real nice. Okay, I had to pause for a second. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's just get a little alcohol on my micro brush here. I really can't see. I'm going to have to pull it forward a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty good. There's a little white on the yellow. I think I've got it. This one bled a little bit underneath, no problem. Let's go over here. Might need the tweezers again for a little tiny piece that's there, unless that's the yellow and I can't tell the difference. Probably is the yellow. Let's try that again. Did I just do that one? Heck, it was this one, wasn't it? All right. That worked out well. Don't know what's underneath that. Don't know if I'll see the beads or not, but hey, it was worth a try. Now I'm going to go mix up some resin, and we'll use the, oh, there's some there. We'll use this Soap Shop light brown. The Soap Shop is off of Amazon, and when I first started, I ordered a complete set, and I have lots of beautiful colors from them. So I'll put that link in the description. I think I see a little there. Okay, good to go. I'm not sure how much this will take, but I'm guessing at least 8 ounces. Well, no, what was I thinking? I thought I would do 12 ounces for this. So let me go mix that up, and I'll see you in the other room. Okay? Okay, I'm back. I mixed up 12 ounces of my Let's Resin 1-to-1 part A and B. Not too many bubbles. I did heat it up on my heat mat, for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Now, here is our mica powder. Now, I keep forgetting to do this. You know, it's just something I should be more aware of and do it more often, but I'm just going to take a little cup, put some resin in here, and mix my micas first. Now, I don't know how this is going to work because there's not as much mica or as much resin in this container as there is in the larger container, but I guess I'll just mix it very dark. If I can get the bags open. Whoops, that bag's tore. I mean, you know, the top part's tore. I should put these in little containers. I've done some, but not all of them. So let's see if I can get that open a little bit. Oh, for goodness sakes, Bill. All right, here we go. Hold that open, grab your spoon. Let's see, this has got a really pretty sheen. It's almost copperish colored, but I think it'll look at that. I think it'll be really pretty. We'll see how the holographics work. I'm going to put 2 good scoops in here. And if we have to add more, we have to add more. But let's mix this up. Oh no, Annie, you're not to be here. Annie. Hey, excuse me. Come on. No, 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 I don't need hair on everything. Get down. I didn't shut the door to this room. This is my back porch. The kitty door's here, doggy door. They go in and out, except at night. Everybody's in. Just want to break up the little clumps. I can't remember who I watched. There's several artists that I watch, and they mix up their micas first in a smaller container before they add them to the big one. Now I have mica on the... Let me pick that up real fast. Paper towel here. A little alcohol on it. We'll just smudge it right in. It's about time to wash silicone mats too. All right, let's see what happens. Here we go. It's not a pretty color though. Yep. Ooh, look at that. It's floating. Get it out. Big hand's in the way. If I have too much resin, I've grabbed a few little cross keychains that I have a mold for. I've never used it. Thought, well, it is Easter coming, so well, put that aside. Look at that. It's looking weird, isn't it? I should get a bigger stick. Ooh, pretty. Rather translucent. See on my stick, it's more of a, it's a light brown, but it's very pretty. And sometimes if you think they're translucent, once you put it in your mold and get everything condensed, it's not so translucent as you might have thought. That worked out good, but I still see bubbles. I don't know if that's my forte. I might just forget about that step. I need a bigger stick, and let's put more in there. Which bag's the open one? Is it this one? Yes. So, well, that's the Tor one. It's worth a shot. Get it in one way or another. Oh, come on. Let's get my big wood stick. Like big wood sticks. Do two more. What the heck? Okay, let's forget I did that other part. Pardon the noise. Strip it off the sides. Very pretty. Oh, that'll be really nice, I think. But you know what? Look at, as it's dripping, it's still a bit translucent. I'm gonna go for one more scoop. Just, if you like it, we'll see. It's all an experiment. Whoa, that's not, I just need that much. That felt good. That amount felt good. I'm going to do some more pours today. While I'm in here, I did 2 more Dragon notebook molds. I've got a video on those. While I'm talking about my previous videos, if you're new here and you haven't seen, you know, that many of them, I've got quite a few videos. Feel free to go back and look at my playlist, because I've got them trying, you know, I've tried to get them separated. There's a playlist with everything. There's a playlist with just resin. Oh, what do I have? I have eco pours, eco resins. I'm gonna move the camera over, turn the cross right, well, it'll be right side, maybe not quite right side, but pull this way, camera that way, don't get dizzy. Let's just pour. I guess we'll start in the middle and see where she goes. I'll get it through those little divided areas, but I'm going to fill it all the way. Let's go over to the leaves bit. Oh, almost went over the side, didn't I? On that petal. So the whole back will be brown. You know, and they've got holes on each edge, each corner or point. I think I might put some, one's for hanging, I'm sure. I think I might put some brads in there or something. Tacks would look good, some brown tacks. I think I have some. And I know this is not level. I've got a leveling board to the right of me. And I'm going to have a lot of resin, aren't I? Getting those little spots. I'm quite sure where the... See that little area? Is that... I'm just sticking the bottom in the little area there. That must be part of the mold. If not, we'll pop it out. Or it'll pop out on its own. What else was I going to pour today? I think that was it. Let's get over here. I'm going to have to spread that around. Fall into place. It's moving left, which in my case would be it's moving north. Oh, when I first moved to Idaho, I was lost all the time. I was always lost. I didn't know north from south to east to west, and didn't have a gauge in my car. I got lost so many times. Oh, and I started the music then, and I'm trying to find where the gigs are at. That was my old Thunderbird. Gosh, I miss that car. That was a pretty cool car. Wish I still had it. But anyway, now I've learned how to read my own markers and road signs and find my way around. And the car I drive now, my 20-year-old Blazer, I love it. It's got a gauge. Whoops. So I can at least know which direction I'm going in. Alright, oh, I got a gap here. Plenty of brown left. Plenty of brown. Should try to go around the edge with my mica brush. And look for bubbles. I do see bubbles. Whoa! Big one right there. Okay, let me sit down and see if I'm level or not. It's getting warm. Where is that makeup brush? It's just kind of... Maybe it's got to go over that, I would think. That's the whole back side. Or else it would fall apart, wouldn't it? But is that level? Yeah. So it's got to come right up to covering those, I'm thinking. Yes. Looks that way. Just make sure they're covered. So I'll play with this, but let me show you the mold. I'm going to pour the extra, oh, where did I put it? Crosses in. And possibly, gosh, what was I thinking? Possibly I'll do, where are you? Some more little bunnies. The little ones. Okay, no, it's not a catastrophe here. I've got things piled up. But anyway, I'm going to use these crosses. Some of them have, those parts, the filigree, and I colored them with red, or not red, what am I thinking? Gold pan. I didn't do them all, but that's where the extra's going to go. So I'm going to fiddle and fumble. We can demold, tomorrow, okay? I'll see you then. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm excited to see how this will look. Bye for now. You know what? I'm back. I think I did a major, major mistake. This could be, yeah, it dawned on me when I'm trying to fill this up. Those different floral areas were separated for a reason, because now I bet if I don't have this full of resin on the back, I'm betting those pieces will just pop out. So I'll take one for the team, I guess, but yeah, that just dawned on me, so I guess we'll see what happens. If it's buggered up, I'll try to fix it, but may have a problem. Anyway, just thought, well, I wasn't thinking, but just thought I'd let you know this was my discovery, because these partitions are the same height of the mold, and if they were underneath or shorter than the mold, we would have been in better condition, I think. But so far, so pretty. Just a heads up. Let's see what happens. This might be a major fail and a lesson learned. Alright, everyone. Thank you. Ugh, I could kick myself in the rear. Alright, see you later. Bye. Well, hello, everyone. I can't wait. This has been sitting on the heating mat for like 4 hours, and I let it cool down. So, crossing your fingers, and there's a hair. I'll sign my initial there. Anyway, I was worried about this. I don't know if it's all going to be in one piece. I tried to fill it as best I could. Pretty on this side, though, isn't it? Let's see what's happened. Okay. Hold your breath. Let's hold your breath. The other pieces I can demold later when they're ready, and then we'll finish them all up and see what they all look like. Oh, so far so good. Oh, I hope so. Some tiny spots here. I don't want to break anything. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's a green piece came out. All right, there's one. One piece came out. Yes. Look at that. After thinking about this, I thought, oh no. Oh no. I'm going to have to reinforce these pieces. Oh, that's overspill. Let's see. Is that overspill? Yeah. If only one pops out, that'll be fine, but I think I'm going to have to glue some in. Oh, let's see, let's see. The colors turned out. See, that's barely holding in there with a thin layer of resin. Oh, that turned out good. That's not cured. I'll have to put that under the lamp. But, oh gosh. I knew I messed up. As soon as I poured it, I knew I messed up. So, see where this came out. This should have all been one complete pour with no separations, because that has nowhere to go. Darn, Bill. Oh, unless I set this in and do an over pour, I might have to do that, because there's only a little holding it in place. Darn it, isn't that a shame? There's a mark where the putty was. So, let me bring you down. You can take a good look at it. Slowly. Oh, I do see the iridescent. Can't see that. Let's see if we move it around. Is it all the way? It's there. Okay, there that is. Well, that's pretty. So let's go down a little closer. I'm just going to let it set up and probably do a top coat. I think that's as low. Is that as low as I can go? Hang on. Yes, that's as low as I can go, but here it is, my friends. A bit of a fail, but not quite. A fail that is fixable. So when the others are set up, I will get back with you and see what I can do or what I've thought of to finish this off. Okay? Thanks for holding on. I'll be with you shortly. Bye. Hello, everyone. Well, before I get back to the cross, let's go ahead and demold what I used the leftover brown resin with. And like I said, I did too much resin, but I'm I'm glad I was able to pour these little crosses too. So let's see. Some have the filigree on them. And I just went over it with a fine gold pen. That's something I've not done before. But I think these will be really cute little keychains, or actually they're a perfect size for a pendant. Maybe that's what they're supposed to be. But I do love the brown from the soap shop. I thought it turned out really, really beautiful. So let me just pop these out real quick. I'd like to make more of these. Come on, you. Oh, almost lost it. Almost lost it. So there are a variety of shapes. Oh, there's the gold. I'll show you the gold. It turned out, I took a beat. So it's rather thin. That's right side up. But I'll be able to somehow embellish these a little bit, I think. I've got some nice leather strips for necklaces. But anyway, I do love how that brown turned out. Really, really pretty. So that's a plain one. This one has a little indentation here. I thought maybe some diamond cups would be pretty to go around that. Oh, there's another plain one. Plain one. Oh, there we go. Well, that turned out pretty good. I've seen people do that with the pens first and then pour the resin, and like I said, I hadn't done it, so it does pick up the color. So that's really pretty, that one there. This has a filigree in it, but I didn't color that. I don't think my pen is small enough to get into that area. And I've tried the process where you put paint on and smut and then, smear it off. I didn't like that technique. I wasn't very good at it. Ooh, that one's very pretty with the filigree in that. We'll have to try that again and use the gold pen or silver pen. Ooh, that one's pretty. Use a little pen in that one. Ooh, see, I was in a hurry, so I only did a few of them. This one has quite a few bubbles in it. Maybe my resin was getting thick at that point. Ooh, that turned out good. Like that one. So, gosh, there's quite a bit in this mold. There's a plain one. And another plain one. Well, we have 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 different shapes. Those are very pretty. Okay, I can play with those later. And then I was able to do some brown bunnies. I went overboard on the resin. So these are so cute. That's a nice color. Look at the matte finish. I won't shine that up at all. I'll just do some little eyes. Put that aside. That's really pretty. One of these is the one with the yellow pony beads that I didn't fill all the way. So there's a brown. So it has to be this one. See how it turned out. Oh, well, different. Not sure that I care for it, but that one I would spray with polyurethane, I think, so we could see the beads in there. He's just a two-tone bunny. So, getting back to this. Since I misconstrued my ideas of this mold, the pieces are going to fall out. So, let's consider this part 1. I hope you don't mind. This is part 1 of this video where I, kind of took this in the wrong direction. But I'll tell you what, part 2 is going to be something using this cross, but completely different. And I'm hoping, cross your fingers, it'll turn out beautiful. So stay with me for part 2 on this cross. I want to thank you all for watching and welcome all my new subscribers, all of those who've been with me from the very beginning. I truly love you and appreciate you so much. So with that, I have got to get cracking on the giveaway video. So I'll say goodbye for now. Take good care. I'm sending big hugs. Bye-bye.